Hello everyone, welcome to day 2 of packet flow series. Today in this video, I am going to show you how packet will flow from one computer to another computer through switch. So you need to understand the working of switch as well, how switch forward traffic, how switch build MAC address table, forwarding table. So today in this video, I am going to discuss with you ping, ICMP and ARP. We will discuss how ARP work, how ICMP will work, how ping will work. Actually, ping is a utility which we use it to check connectivity between two devices, right? So without wasting our time, let's start our topic. So let me take one switch over here. So I am taking one switch. Suppose this is my switch, right? As we know, switch has some port. So switch has some port. Suppose this is a port of switch and port ID. Suppose the port ID of this switch is 0 by 0, fast Ethernet 0 by 0. Port ID of this interface is 0 by 1, 0 by 2, 0 by 3, 0 by 4 and 0 by 5, right? And we have some PCs there, computer there, right? So we have some computer. Suppose this is my computer 1, this is my computer 2, this is my computer 3 and this is my computer 4. So I will show you how packet will flow from this computer to this computer through switch. So actually we need to connect these four computers together, right? So we need a centralized device, that is switch. So I will connect these all computers together through this switch. So let me connect all computers together first. So okay, now just suppose the MAC address of this computer is 0A and the MAC address of this computer is 0B. MAC address of this computer is 0C. MAC address of this computer is 0D. Suppose the IP address of this computer is again 10.1.1.1/24. IP address of this computer is 10.1.1.2. IP address of this computer is 10.1.1.3, 10.1.1.4. Just suppose. So when we configure IP address on Ethernet port, what this PC will do? This PC will start maintaining a table called ARP table. So this PC will maintain one table, ARP table, and what the information will contain in ARP table? IP address and MAC address. So this PC will make entry in their ARP table. This is ARP table of PC1, right? ARP table. So this PC1 will make entry in their ARP table that IP address is 10.1.1.1 whose MAC address is 0A, right? In the same way, PC2 has also their ARP table and they make entry that 10.1.1.2 whose MAC address is 0B. In the same way, PC3 will make entry in their ARP table that IP address is 10.1.1.3 whose MAC address is 0C. And in the same way, this PC will make entry like this. IP address is 10.1.1.4 whose MAC address is 0D, right? Now guys, how switch forward the traffic? So to forward traffic, switch maintain a table called MAC address table or CAM table, right? So actually switch maintain MAC address table to forward traffic from one device to from one port to another port. Just suppose this PC wants to communicate with this PC. So traffic, the data will receive at this interface of switch, Now how switch will out that message from this interface. So to forward this data from this computer from this port to this port, switch will make a table called MAC address table. With the help of MAC address table, switch forward traffic from one interface to another interface, or you can say from one device to another device. So this is a MAC address table of this switch, MAC address table, or you can also say CAM table. Okay, but there will be no any entry in their MAC address table. So how switch will learn MAC address? How switch will learn MAC address and make entry in their MAC address table? So guys, always keep in mind that whenever switch receive a traffic on any interface, on any port, first of all, switch what switch will do? First of all, switch will make entry in their MAC address table, that from where this traffic is coming, right? Just suppose I am sending some traffic from this PC to this PC, right? So just go to command prompt and type ping and then 10.1.1.4 10.1.1.4 and hit enter. Once you hit enter, a traffic will generate ICMP echo request, as we discussed in yesterday class, in last class, right? So this traffic echo message will generate. What will be the source IP and destination IP? So source IP will be 10.1 and destination IP will be 10.4, right? What will be the source MAC and destination MAC? Source MAC will be 0A, right? But this PC don't know about the destination MAC address, right? So let me show you how this PC, this PC will do. This PC will generate ARP, right? So ARP packet will be broadcast, right? So suppose this PC, let me remove this echo request first. And what I am trying to say, when ARP will generate by this PC, right? What will be the source MAC? Source MAC will be 0A. And what will be the destination MAC? OLF broadcast, and this message will received by switch at fast Ethernet 0/0. Now what switch will do? Switch will check source MAC address from where this traffic is coming. So switch will get to know that, oh, this traffic is coming from 0A. That means there is one computer which is connected at my interface fast Ethernet 0/0 whose MAC address is 0A. Guys, I am using every word very carefully, right? This PC will check, this switch will check that from where this message is coming, from where this frame is coming, from where this data is coming. What is the source MAC address in data? So source MAC address is 0A. So switch will came to know that on interface fast Ethernet 0/0 a device is connected whose MAC address is 0A, and this switch will make entry in their MAC address table that on 0/0 one computer is connected whose MAC address is 0A, right? Whose MAC address is 0A. So whenever switch receive a traffic, what switch will do? Switch will learn source MAC address. Always keep in mind that switch always learn source MAC address. And how switch build MAC address table? With the help of source MAC address in data, right? So guys, and on the basis of destination MAC address, just suppose we have ARP packet here. So what was the destination MAC address? OLF, and source MAC 0A. So this switch make entry in their ARP table that 0/0 a PC is connected whose MAC address is 0A. Then switch will check destination MAC address. Then switch will came to know that this is a broadcast message. Then switch will forward this message to all port except the port where this traffic will receive, right? So two function of switch. First function is switch always learn source MAC address, and on the basis of destination MAC address switch take forwarding decision. On the basis of destination MAC, switch take forwarding decision. Now when this PC will reply for ARP reply, what will be the source MAC and what will be the destination MAC? Source MAC will be 0D, and now this PC knows about the MAC address of this PC 0A. So destination MAC address will be 0D. Now again this traffic will received by switch at this interface at port 0/3. Am I right? Now again what switch will do? Switch will check what is the source MAC address in message, in data. So source MAC address is 0D. So again switch will make entry in their MAC address table that there is one device connected on my 0/3 interface. On which interface? On 0/3. Whose MAC address is? Source MAC address is 0D. And then switch will check what is destination MAC address. So destination MAC address is 0A. To forward this traffic to 0A, so what switch will do? Switch will look in their MAC address table to find the exit interface to forward the traffic to 0A. So now switch will find that, okay, 0A, a device whose MAC address is 0A is connected to which interface? At 0/0. So switch will do what switch will do? Switch will forward this traffic. Switch will out this traffic from this interface from 0/0. Switch will. Now guys, as you can see over there, switch is doing unicast. Switch can do multicast, switch can do broadcast, as well as switch can do unicast. So right now switch is doing unicast. So this is how switch build MAC address table. So if there is no entry in their MAC address table and switch receive a traffic, what switch will do? Switch will do broadcast. First time switch always do broadcast to check, to ask who is. Just I am giving one more example over here. Just wait. Just suppose there is no any entry in their MAC address table. There is no any entry in their MAC address table, and this PC is trying to ping this PC, right? I type command ping 10.1.1.4 and hit enter. So echo message will generate. Now what will be the source MAC address? Source MAC address will be 0A, and what will be the destination MAC address? Destination MAC address will be 0D. Now this traffic is received by switch at 0/0. Now what switch will do? Switch will make entry in their MAC address table that on my interface fast Ethernet 0/0 a device is connected whose MAC address is 0A. Now switch will check what is destination MAC address. Then switch will say destination MAC address is 0D. Then switch will look up at their MAC address table and they will not found any entry for 0D. So what switch will do? Switch will broadcast. Switch will broadcast a traffic to all port except this port to ask who is a computer whose MAC address is 0D. Who is a computer whose MAC address is 0D, and then this computer will generate a reply, right? Then when again this PC will receive a traffic on this interface, this switch will again make entry in their MAC address table that on 0/3 computer is connected whose MAC address is 0D. So this is how switch build MAC address table, and this is how switch forward traffic. Now we will discuss the actual packet flow over switch. Okay, so let me draw again same topology. Switch port 0/0, 0/1, 0/2, 0/3, 0/4, 0/5 port ID, right? And we have, just suppose we have only 3 computer. Okay, we have only 3 computer now. Now the MAC address of this PC is 0A, MAC address of this PC is 0B, MAC address of this PC is 0C, IP address of this PC is 10.1.1.1, MAC IP address of this PC is 10.1.1.2, 10.1.1.3. Okay, so what happened when this PC will ping to 10.3? So now this PC have one table, that is ARP table, and what the information in their ARP table is 10.1.1.1 whose MAC address is 0A. In the same way this PC also has a ARP table. In their ARP table there will be entry that 10.3 is the IP address whose MAC address is 0C, and switch has one MAC address table. There is no any entry in their MAC address table now, right? So when I ping when I type ping 10.1.1.3 from this PC, on this PC, and type enter, hit enter. Now ICMP message will generate echo message where value will be 8, as we discussed in last class. ICMP protocol will generate a echo request where value will be 8. So 8 is defining that it is a echo request, right? Now ICMP will hand over this echo request to IP protocol at layer 3. IP protocol, what IP protocol will do? IP protocol will add IP header with this payload. This is a payload for IP protocol, right? Payload. Which protocols hand over to IP protocol? This payload is ICMP, right? ICMP protocols hand over a echo request to IP protocol, and now IP protocol is going to add a header, right? So IP header. So what information will contain in IP header? Source IP, that is 10.1, destination IP, that is 10.3, TTL 255. If I talk about Cisco iOS, if I talk about Windows operating system, that means TTL value will be 128, right? And protocol field, what will be the value in protocol field? 1, right? It is a protocol. 1 is a protocol number of ICMP, you know, guys, right? Now what IP protocol will do? IP protocol will hand over this information to layer 2. At layer 2 ARPA protocol. At layer 2 IP protocol will hand over this packet. Now this encapsulation is complete, so we called it packet. Packet means IP header and the actual data. Is ICMP echo request. So this is encapsulation. What is the meaning of encapsulation? Encapsulation means adding extra information with actual data, right? So actual data is echo request, and I am adding the IP header, right? So encapsulation is complete, and we called it packet, right? Now IP protocol will hand over this packet to ARPA protocol at layer 2, right? So ARPA protocol receive a packet. Now what ARPA protocol will do? ARPA protocol will add Ethernet header. So what will be the information in Ethernet header? Source MAC is 0A, destination MAC don't know, right? This PC don't know the destination MAC of 10.3, right? So, and the next information will be type. In type field there will be information 0x0800, but frame is not encapsulated now because there is one information missing, that is destination MAC address. So process will goes on hold. Process is on hold now. Now what ARPA protocol will do? ARPA protocol will call ARP protocol, ARP protocol. Now what ARP protocol will do? ARP protocol is responsible to find MAC address from IP address. So ARP protocol will generate a ARP request. ARP request, right? Value will be 1. And ARP protocol will add source MAC. What will be the source MAC? That is 0A. What will be the destination MAC? 0, 0. And again ARP protocol will hand over this ARP request to ARPA protocol. Now again ARPA protocol receive a ARP request, and ARPA protocol will add one header, that is Ethernet header. So what the information will contain in Ethernet header? Source MAC will be 0A, then destination MAC will be 00. We have discussed yesterday, right? And opcode will be 1. That means it is a ARP packet which is encapsulated with Ethernet header. Fine. Now ARPA protocol will hand over this to layer 1, right? Layer 1. Okay, no, sorry. Destination MAC address will be all F. Destination MAC address will be broadcast. Here, actually in Ethernet header, destination MAC will be all F, and in ARP request, destination MAC will be 0000, right? So now ARPA protocol will hand over this information to layer 1. Now layer 1 will convert this frame into bits, and forward from and out from this interface, right? Now switch will receive these bits on this interface, at layer 1. Now what switch will do? Switch will check destination MAC address. So switch will receive actually bits, then switch will convert it into frame and hand over to layer 2, and at layer 2 switch will check destination MAC address. So destination MAC address is all F. So switch will broadcast this traffic. So this message will receive by this PC as well and this PC as well. Now when this PC will receive this information, so this PC will check destination MAC address is broadcast. Then this PC will check opcode value. Opcode value is 1. So this PC will hand over this ARP request to ARP protocol. Now ARP protocol receive a ARP request, this one. So this PC will open ARP request, and in ARP request he will find some information, that is source MAC is 0A and destination MAC is 00, and there will some more information, just like source IP is 10.1 and destination IP is 10.3. so this PC will check source IP is 10.1 and destination IP is 10.3. that means this PC will come to know this is not for me, because destination IP address is 10.3. so this PC will drop this ARP request. Now when this PC will receive this ARP request, this PC will check, okay, this is a broadcast message and opcode value is 1. that means I have to hand over this frame to ARP protocol. Now ARP protocol will check so destination MAC. So destination MAC is 00. Then this PC came to know that this is a ARP request. So this PC will check destination IP address. Destination IP address will be 10.3. So this PC will come to know that this is a ARP request and for me. So this PC will generate a ARP reply. At layer 2, this PC will generate a reply, ARP reply, right? ARP reply. And at the time when the switch receive a broadcast message, ARP message at this interface, switch also make entry in their MAC address table that on interface 0 by 0 we have one device connected whose MAC address is 0A. So there is one entry in their MAC address table as well now, right? Now this PC will generate ARP reply. So when ARP reply will receive at this interface of switch will again make entry in their MAC address table that on 0 by 2 there is a PC connected whose MAC address is 0C, right? Now this ARP reply will receive by this PC, and now this PC knows the MAC address of 10.3. so actually the packet which is on hold right now, right, which is on hold, actual packet is this. So what the information is was missing there, destination MAC address. Now this PC will, in the same way, when this PC generate request, this PC will generate a reply, right? And when this PC will receive a reply, then this PC will make entry in their MAC address table that 10.1.1.3 whose MAC address is 0C, and this PC will complete this frame, that is put destination MAC address 0C, and now this actual message is received by switch on this interface. Now switch will check source MAC address. Source MAC address is 0A. Switch will update this information in their MAC address table, right? After that, switch will check destination MAC address. Destination MAC address is 0C. So to forward this frame to 0C, switch will look in MAC address table and switch will find one entry that on 0 by 2 there is one device connected whose MAC address is 0C and destination MAC address is 0C. So we have to out this traffic from this interface, right? Now guys, you can see switch is doing unicast, right? Now switch is doing unicast because there is entry in their MAC address table, right? So switch will out this frame from this interface and PC will receive, and then PC will again reply to ICMP request and communication will done. So this is how communication done over switch, right? This is how communication done over switch. So guys, if you are getting my point, please like the video. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel. And if you want any video on any other topic, so let me know in comment section. I will try to make video as soon as possible and I will share on the same channel, right? Okay, so that's it for today. Bye bye.